The New York Yankees are undergoing a massive transformation for the 2025 season. After reaching the World Series last year, the franchise now faces a new challenge, maintaining a high level of competitiveness despite significant roster changes. And if there's one name that remains a pillar of this team, it's Aaron Judge. But did the Yankees manage to surround him with enough talent for another high-level campaign? The biggest offseason storyline was the departure of Juan Soto, which took everyone by surprise when he signed with the rival New York Mets. With that, the Yankees lost their key hitter alongside Judge, putting the front office on high alert. They needed to act fast, and that's exactly what they did by securing a deal to bring in Cody Bellinger. The former MVP arrives to fill a crucial spot in the lineup and has already shown that he still has a lot to offer. By the way, if you enjoy this kind of in-depth coverage of the Yankees and MLB, make sure to drop a like on this video. It really helps the channel and motivates me to keep bringing you the latest news and analysis. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do it now and turn on notifications because there's a lot of hot news coming and you won't want to miss it. Now back to the topic. Many fans were skeptical about Bellinger. After all, he's no longer the same player he was in 2019 when he had a historic season with 47 home runs and 115 RBIs. But can he still be a difference maker? Spring training brought some very promising answers. Bellinger had an outstanding performance in workouts, finishing with an insane 1.301 OPS and securing a prominent spot in the Yankees lineup. According to inside sources, he is expected to hit in the number 3 spot, right behind Judge, which shows the coaching staff's strong confidence in his potential. And there's more. Bellinger brings something to the Yankees that could be a game changer: defensive versatility. He can play in the outfield and even at first base, giving manager Aaron Boone more options when setting up the team. Not to mention the experience of a player who has been in high-stakes moments and knows how to handle the pressure of a big market like New York. Looking at last year's numbers, Bellinger hit .266 with 18 home runs and 78 RBIs. It might not seem spectacular, but it's important to remember that he played for a Cubs team that didn't have a powerhouse offense. In a stacked Yankees lineup with Aaron Judge by his side, his numbers are expected to improve significantly. Speaking of Judge, he remains the team's biggest star. In 2024, his stats were incredible: a .322 batting average, 58 home runs, and 144 RBIs, earning him his second American League MVP award. The big question now is, will his partnership with Bellinger be enough to keep the Yankees competitive? Another interesting aspect of this move is the impact in the locker room. According to insiders close to the team, Judge was actively involved in the discussions to bring in Bellinger, believing he could be a key player in keeping the Yankees in the title race. This kind of influence shows just how invested Judge is in the franchise's future and reinforces his leadership within the team. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think Cody Bellinger can make up for the loss of Juan Soto and form a deadly duo alongside Aaron Judge? Are the Yankees still favorites in the American League despite all the changes? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. The Yankees are in a concerning situation when it comes to their pitching rotation. The season has barely started, and the team is already facing a major problem. Their ace, Gerrit Cole, will be out for the entire year after undergoing elbow surgery. As if that weren't enough, Luis Gil is also sidelined for an extended period due to a lat strain. And it doesn't stop there. Recently, Clarke Schmidt started experiencing shoulder fatigue, which could keep him out of games for a while. If the Yankees don't find a solution quickly, the team could face serious struggles throughout the season. Without pitching depth, competing in the American League becomes much more difficult. But there is one team that has a surplus of pitchers: the Los Angeles Dodgers. And if there's one franchise that can help the Yankees in this tough moment, it's the Hollywood powerhouse. The Dodgers have an incredible luxury in their rotation, featuring elite names like Blake Snell, Roki Sasaki, Tyler Glasnow, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, Dustin May, Clayton Kershaw, Tony Gonsolin, and Shohei Ohtani, 8 high-level pitchers for just 5 rotation spots. And that's not even counting the promising young arms knocking on the door of the big league team, like Bobby Miller and Justin Robleski. But hold on, there's an important detail here. Shohei Ohtani isn't able to pitch yet, as he continues recovering from Tommy John surgery. Tony Gonsolin is also out with an injury, but his return is getting closer. And when that happens, the Dodgers will have a decision to make. Keep the surplus of pitchers or turn their extra talent into assets that can strengthen other areas of the team. And that's where the Yankees come in. The Bronx Bombers could benefit greatly from a trade for Tony Gonsolin, a solid and experienced pitcher who has already proven his value in the Dodgers rotation. He's not just a rotation piece. He's a reliable arm that can bring immediate stability to New York staff. Of course, for this trade to happen, the Yankees would need to give up some valuable assets. One name that makes a lot of sense in this deal is young outfielder Everson Pereira. The Dodgers need to strengthen their outfield depth, and Pereira could be an intriguing prospect to develop within Los Angeles' system. He would have the chance to compete with James Outman and, in the future, fight for a spot in the big league lineup. But this trade wouldn't just solve the Yankees' problems. The Dodgers would also benefit. The team has already expressed interest in adding young talent to reinforce their farm system and ensure a competitive roster for years to come. Pereira would fit perfectly into that plan, while Gonsolin would arrive in New York to stabilize the rotation and keep the Yankees in the playoff hunt. And there's more. Some sources indicate that the Yankees are also eyeing other available pitchers on the market. They could try to trade for a veteran like Lance Lynn or James Paxton, but Gonsolin fits the team's profile better as a younger pitcher with multiple years of team control. Additionally, rumors suggest that the Yankees might explore an even bigger trade with the Dodgers, potentially including another player in the deal, depending on the package. It wouldn't be surprising to see New York try to involve someone like Michael King, or even looking for bullpen reinforcements. The truth is, the Yankees don't have much time to waste. If they want to stay competitive, they need to act fast. And the Dodgers have exactly what they need. Will Brian Cashman pull the trigger before it's too late? Now, I want to hear from you, Yankees fans. Do you think Tony Gonsolin will be the perfect addition to the team? Would this trade make sense for both sides? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoy this kind of analysis and want to stay updated on all the latest Yankees and MLB news, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. It really helps the channel grow and ensures you don't miss any breaking baseball news. And if you want to know more about the Yankees' trade options and the team's next moves, check out this other video on the screen. See you there.